Good morning. I think it's the 10th of July of August 2022 on like a Tuesday. On Friday, I have to go to the Lions Folk Festival with my mom. Um, so yesterday, um, yeah, I got up and I did my ride. My battery on my phone only lasts for 2 hours, so maybe yesterday it lasted a little bit more. I can't remember what the Strava said. It was like something like a 2 hour ride. I went down to the Morgul Bismarck for the first time in forever, so it was fun. And explored around, and then, as I was coming home, it said I had the 20% battery alert, even though I left it 100. Came back before my battery died, and my bike, but I used my bike computer, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So I wouldn't lose my Strava, because I recorded it for Strava. And then I came back, and yeah, I was really tired, like groggy tired from the day before. And yeah, so I think I like took a little bit of a nap, but I was like, I shouldn't do this. So then I went up and I finally fixed my bike. I changed the chain on the around the town road bike and fixed a flat. And I think I did another household thing. Yeah, I tried to fix the lights in my bathroom and figure out what I need to do about that. I need to get a whole nother like repair cable, because there's no room to just put the splice. It got like pinched when I was putting it on, when I was putting the Mylar on top of it. And some other things until 2:30 came around, and then I went down and to the Apple store, but then they're like, oh no, it was 250. I was like, oh my god. Is that for real? So I looked at my phone. Yep, sure enough, 250. I heard the guys say 230, but I didn't bother looking at my phone. And they couldn't take me early, so I went to Jamba Juice and spent like $8.50 on this Jamba Juice, a medium Jamba Juice, and it was like 90% ice. It was only like that much Jamba Juice for like $8.50. But anyway, it was tasty. And I went back there and got it serviced, but I had to wait. I had to come back at 5:15. So I came back up here to my house. And I was busy pretty much the whole time cleaning my house. I think that's when I came back and finished up with my bike and other things in my house. And one of my 5. Do you want to go in, little guy? Well, the problem is if I let him in, he'll want to come right back out again. I have to keep the screen closed because of my birds. But yeah. So when I got my phone back at 5:15, it was only 25% charged. They don't come 100% charged, and so that wasn't enough for me, to go on a bike ride. So I plugged up my phone and I like smoke weed and yeah, smoking weed. Plugged up my phone and like had my TV on. Yeah, I think I was watching a little bit of that Inventions That Shook the World on Amazon, and then it got charged to maybe 50, and I was like, all right, you're good. Do you want to go within? I think he really wants to go inside. All right, go inside there then. I'll just let it cracked open, then they can come in and out. The birds won't come because they're in their cage. Yeah, so then I was like, oh, I still have a little bit of juice in my batteries. In my phone battery. My body. So I went into the gym and I lifted weights, don't know how much. I went to it's a huge gym and it's right across the street, so it's so convenient. And it's got all these Nautilus type machines, you have like Cybex. I think they may even have Nautilus in there, but I'm not sure. Cybex, Free Motion, Hoist, lots of different ones, man. Star Trek. So I was just kind of like on the north end. I was like, oh, let's move your way down south. Yeah. And but then I got kind of groggy, and I was like, ooh, let's go home, because yeah, I figured maybe I did enough. Yeah, so then I came home and I like did household stuff, like topping up water. I noticed that one of my fish tanks in my hallway started working. When I put them up, I have these 5 wall-mounted fish tanks that are a gallon each that are really cool because they have like, well, I got these glow rocks, these black glow rocks that were built by the company and they're supposed to help the fish glow, but the rocks don't glow. I'm gonna actually research that to see which one I actually want because I had these other rocks up there that glow like crazy in the dark, in the blue light, like all these different rainbow colors, and they're the ones that I have in one in my bathroom. I think I want to replace it and put all the white rocks and black rocks that I have into my pool here, my favorite pool. Which you can see right there. You can even see the rocks in the bottom of it. And put these like fluorescent rocks into my hallway, but I had 5 hallway 1 gallon fish tanks in. The filters worked on them, but filters didn't work on one of them. And I was like, oh great, just my luck, getting duds. You know, like way too late before I can return it because it's waited too long. But then all of a sudden it was working. It took like 2 weeks. All of a sudden it was working. So I was like, yay, score. So I'm ready to go. I could get 5 fish, 10 fish. I have 5 tanks in the bathroom and 10 on the hallway. So, but I think I called my mom last night. I was super tempted and I was calling. I was like, yeah, you take me tomorrow to get fish. But now I'm thinking, dude, I don't even have the money. Like, I don't even have the money to, a bunch of the stuff I was supposed to get today got canceled. Like, a lot of the stuff that I kind of needed, like, now I can't do there's no cable coming, so I can't do the fan in my bathroom. And I can't turn on one of the lights in my living room that my plants need, because the cable didn't want to come. And I probably should have turned the cable on, at least getting those cables. I think I'll do that now. But it only does that for like a day or two, and then it goes away. But yeah, I still need to feed myself, you know, and plus bicycle stuff. Like when I suddenly start riding my bike, like involuntarily, I always have to blow hundreds of dollars to like top up my things, you know, like the phone. All of a sudden, I needed. Although luckily that wasn't too much, $75 after taxes for a new phone, battery. But like, what else am I gonna need now? All of a sudden, I need a battery for my my watt pedals. I need that. But I might already have it. So anyway, yeah, so I organized a little bit. It was like 10. So I was like, okay, let's just get to bed. So yeah, I laid down at, I think 10. So 10 to 6, got up at 6. So 8 hours. I laid down and was relaxed enough to just lay there, relaxed all night. You know, like how you are when you get up and then, but you're still groggy and you just want to lay in bed and you're relaxed. I was like that because I was tired from the exercise. It's kind of up in the air how much actual sleep I got though, because for some reason I'm still not able to be a deep sleeper during the night, so I was kind of like catnapping for most of it, but I did sleep. I do not remember any dreams, but I've been smoking a lot of the diggity dank, dude. Like if I was smoking the Mexican weed or something like that, first tier, the crapo weed, I probably would start dreaming. It's such weak weed that I'd get really bad asthma and I'd start dreaming. So anyways, my asthma ain't so good right now, so what I've got to do, get these like vines. I got me vines all over the place. Next year I'm gonna plant them all over the trellises. I should have made sure that this fell over the front. Anyway, my plants grew so well this year. I'm north facing, so it's not really, doesn't get that much sun. But flowers love water. Like if you keep the dirt in the flowers like sopping wet like all the time, you're gonna get this. And, you know, and the grasses and everything. Oh, there's all this grass that's like this high that's growing in my tegu cage. Like pretty soon my whole tegu cage is gonna be just grass. You can see a path of flattened grass that goes from my tegu cave, because the tegu goes in the cave and then he goes under the water bowl. So then he just goes back and forth from the cave to the bathroom. And then you can see where he goes to well, you can't see yet, but you can see the path where he made to get from the cave to his basking area. But you might, pretty soon you're going to see his route, because then he goes a route to where he poops at this every time. Like, people are like, tegus are so much work. Not mine. I never changed the water one time. one time because I don't have to. I don't think he even goes there. He like sticks his tongue in for drinking or something. All I do is top it off from evaporation every once in a while, and I've never cleaned out his poop because he buries all of his poop. And he just eats out of his bowl. So he's he's basically zero maintenance. He's just this huge dinosaur that lives in my fireplace with all of my fern plants and the grass and the fog. It's really cool. I think his poop has been attracting flies, but the flies hasn't been gotten out of control yet. And if it does, I can put a bunch of fly traps hanging around the cage, and that'll kill them all because there's so many flies. There were a bunch of flies when I got up the other day. Maybe it was yesterday morning. Like 20 flies that were on my screen on the inside, like they wanted to go outside. So I opened up the screen and they just flew outside, and then I closed the screen. That was my fly problem was fixed. But my roommate's moving out in like a couple of days, so I have to. I'm gonna have to get another roommate. So I'm gonna have to like write up a agreement and all that kind of stuff. Because now my house is all hippie hype, and then I'll also write up like a little blurb about my house. I was thinking like, come and live in the house of fun where there's so much going on, so many activities and animals. Yeah, like my ferrets are like totally free range all the time now. Like I don't even have the door closed at all anymore because when I leave on my bike rides and stuff, I make sure to close the door on my bedroom because I have a shag rug in there, and for all I know they could be pooping on all kinds of corners I don't know about and peeing, and then it'll add up and get nasty. They pooped twice on my shag rug, so I'm like, luckily it was the same spot, but after the second time I put a little like pee cloth on top of that, and hopefully they'll poop on that, and all I have to do is take the cloth off and wipe it off. But and I put it over there too because they insist on pooping next to the litter, but not in the litter, because I think I made the mistake of making them think that the litter was their bed because I put it in too many of their cages. So anyway, there's one of them. Hey! You're playing with each other. They're so cute how they just bounce up and down. Yeah, man, I slept last night. So what I'm gonna do, I haven't even had no huffs yet this day. So the current day of the continuum of time and space, I'm going to just smoke as much motherfucking reefer as I can, until I can't breathe no more. I don't think I'm gonna go get an energy drink, because energy drinks were more about organizing my house. They're not so much about training on my bike, because if I want some like tasty sugary drink, I could just drink my water bottle as I'm on my ride. Like that's what I live on now anyways, I have a bunch of the sugary, well, it doesn't taste like sugary, it tastes like green algae or whatever, but it's from the, what's it called, Liquid IP, and I have those, the sugary ones, which is one packet, but most of my packets, I've got tons of packets, like so many, like 100 of them, of the electrolyte salt ones. But those kind of taste sugary, so I'm gonna, and I have a whole bunch of the goos. I couldn't take advantage of the goo because my battery won't last, but my body battery, like I don't even know if my body is dialed in enough to be able to refuel me, re-energize me on the go, I might bonk out there and then eat a bunch of goo like at the perfect time, but instead of getting my blood sugar back, I'll just continue to feel like crap and like groggy and toxic. I kind of feel like I have mud blood because I've been eating bad food. Somebody mentioned, and they're like, gut, like, should you get an enema? Well, yeah, because I've been eating crap for so long. I could like clean out my intestines and stuff, but I think the best way to do that, not an enema, you want to do it the right way. What you do is you get a gallon of lukewarm water, and then you pour a teaspoon of salt per a tablespoon or a teaspoon of salt per gallon of water. I've never done it, but I want to. And you just keep drinking gallons of water until you open up all the flaps in your stomach, and so that the water goes directly through you, and you wash everything out. But I'm not ready for that. I have to wait until one day where all I want to do is like relax and rest and stuff. But I've never done it. I don't even know if I could. But if somebody needs it, it's probably me. Um, no, I wouldn't pay any money. I don't have that. I don't spend money on that kind of stuff. The only thing I spend money on, like extra gratuitous money on, is like stuff to beautify my apartment. You know, like I still need to get a mountain bike and a gravel bike. Gravel biking here, everybody here is on gravel bike these days. Like, there's more gravel bikes, way more than road bikes on the road. And Boulder's perfect for it because there's freaking trails everywhere, like awesome trails, like little 2-track trails everywhere on the flats and the mountains, and like dirt roads, you know, like old rail tracks and stuff, railroads. So those guys go back upstairs. So, anyways, yeah, I've talked long enough. I'm gonna go and have some for breakfast. Have some like grape nuts flakes, and I might go into the store actually. Well, I guess maybe I would get an energy drink just because I'm still have weed. You know, energy goes with the weed. But I might go to the store and get something that'll give me actually energy, like some bacon, um, some kind of like meat. I'm not going to try to be a vegetarian in the beginning part of my riding, like because I just eat what I get the munchies and I want to enjoy. You know, like I had that Jamba Juice. I had a Subway after my ride, which was awesome. Came with an energy drink and chips. But I was gonna get Taco Bell yesterday, but they close in half hour early. So anyway, all right. So I'm gonna go on a ride today. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get really high, suit up, and go on a ride and see what I can do. You know, with all my extra goo. And if I bonk, maybe I could just lay down and just eat goo and just sit there like on a park bench for like a half hour, just like listening to music or something, recharge, and then keep going. I don't know, maybe I'll do it. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow.